riding through my neighborhood at 7 a.m. Freaking exhaust. I bet you the neighbors love me when I start this car up in the morning. Should we wake them all up? Should we just wake them all up right now? Nah, I'll give them a little break. Good morning. Good morning. You know, the other day when I loaded we were talking about comebacks and who pays for the comebacks when they come back. And there was a lot of opinions. I mean, it was split. I bet you probably split down the middle. Some guys say, no, you pay your technicians no matter what. Other guys were saying, no, they screwed it up. It's on them to fix it. The big difference here that I noticed between the two, and it's pretty much in the industry in general, is if you're flat rate, you're eating it. If you're hourly, kind of hard to make somebody hourly eat something when, what do you do, clock them out? I mean, you don't. So that's what it mainly came down to, is the guys that were flat rate, they had to eat it. The guys that were hourly, they didn't have to eat it. And depending on, you know, the severity of the comeback, whether or not you charged your technician for screwing up and doing damage to the company's pocket, per se. So it's split down the middle. I think, you know, if you're hourly, you're expected to produce, to be there, or to, if you're hourly, you're expected to produce, no matter what. So if you're on that clock, technically, you have to be paid for. But if you're flat rate, you're a piecemeal worker, and if you screw up, part of that gig of being flat rate, and flat rate, I've made more money flat rate than I ever have hourly. The reason is I can make my own paycheck. I can get as many jobs done as fast as I can in a given amount of time, and I can just stack it. Hourly, I can't do that. Hourly is more secure, but flat rate, you have the potential to make more money. I've definitely made more money flat rate than I have hourly. The problem is the inconsistency. So being flat rate, you have the risk of, if there is a comeback, 99.9% of the time, you ain't getting paid to fix that. Hourly, you're taking somewhat of a reduction in pay and the possibility of making more money, but at the same time, you're safe and you're secure, and you're going to get paid pretty much no matter what, unless there's some kind of extreme situation where you're just not getting paid. That's pretty much what it came down to. Even in the comment section, that's what it came down to. So yeah, that's a breakdown of comebacks, hourly versus flat rate. That's all I got for you guys this morning. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Y'all be blessed. Take care. I love y'all. And she sounds pretty sweet, don't she? I'd say so. Wake up the neighbors at 7 a.m. Get up, sucker! Y'all be blessed. I love y'all. Be nice. Don't be mean to people. Be kind. One more thing. If you notice, the guys that are hourly are typically union shops. The guys that are flat rate typically are not union shops. I came from a not union shop, but all of your medical and stuff was paid for to keep them out of the union and keep them out of hourly. So you had your medical paid for, no union dues every month. The downfall to that is you get no guarantee when it's slow during winter hours or COVID, things like COVID strike. Number two, there's nobody to represent you when shit hits the fan, which they kind of do a shit job of doing that sometimes anyway, because I was in a union before. The best way to be, well, you know, the best deal to have while working at a dealership is hourly. But it is what it is. Typically, that's the caveat between the two. Union are typically hourly, non-union are typically flat rate, and they try to give you some kind of spiff to make the flat rate work for you to keep the hourly union stuff out of the shop. A little bit of a trade-off. Sometimes it's an advantage, sometimes it's not. Have a great day.